Hey everyone, it's WiNGSPANTT, the fourth best commentator on YouTube, and today I'd like to share with you one of the most boring matches ever. A match where almost nothing happens whatsoever, where there's almost no action, especially for the first 5 minutes. But whoa, wait, don't go anywhere, because there's a point for me to share this video with you today, and that point is playing extremely defensively, like kind of. I don't even know what to say exactly about it. It's just like sometimes the best way to win is to make sure the other players don't win. I wouldn't exactly say it's like a point starving thing exactly, but I want to share this video because it's really a match where the most interesting thing about it is that I spend so much time essentially not doing anything, and you'll kind of see how this works. Here, of course, I do get a lucky, I wouldn't say completely lucky, but fairly lucky first blood, 700 point hitting kill there. But the main thing that I was looking to do with this match was to beat Aaron, please. And A-R-U-N, Aaron, please. Whatever his name is. He is a legendary player, rank 50. I have played many matches with him, and you know, we went back and forth. We probably played like 4 or 5 matches together. I do have some of the footage recorded. He won some, I won some. We both got owned by another person a couple times. But this particular match, I just think is just different than some of the other things I've uploaded, especially recently. And my main focus in this match was to beat Aaron, please, because all the other players in the match, the other 3 or 4 players, are all like Prestige 1 players, maybe Prestige 2, or even possibly not Prestige. So as soon as I went into the match, I was like, these players are not going to be a threat. The only person who has a chance of beating me is Aaron, and I'm not trying to be arrogant, but I just think realistically speaking, now having played all the Assassin's Creed games, being Prestige 10, and you know, just kind of dedicating my strategic mind to playing this game, I'm like, alright, I gotta beat this guy. So the first situation here where he is my pursuer is very obvious to me. He's my pursuer, especially when there's so few different personas in the match. I'm like, alright, look, the longer I can waste his time, the fewer points he's gonna get in the whole match. Like, because he has to kill me in order to get points, he is either eventually going to get killed by his pursuer, or he's gonna kill me and get points. So if I can kind of like waste his time long enough and force him to come at me in a really terrible way for some kill worth almost no points, worth fewer points than stuns, I can kind of like weed him out and hopefully kind of waste his time in a way also that allow me to pursue my own targets, find out where my targets are, get some kills, and then get away from him again. So kind of the longer I string him along, the better, because that means there's a longer section of the match where he's getting 0 points, even if I'm getting 0 points as well. Because I'm fairly confident in my ability to capitalize on an opportunity to look for a crazy situation and get lots of points off it. So I'm like, as long as I can string him along, I will be in the better here. And now you've noticed it's been 3 minutes in the match. I really haven't done anything other than hide from Aaron. So, or Aaron, as some people call him, but his name's actually not spelled that way. I assume he's like Brazilian, or if you're watching this video, dude, let me know how to pronounce your name. I have no clue. Arun, I want to say it is. Here's my target. I was gonna go for the poison dart. I hear the whispers. I immediately like, oh, I am out of here. I'm out of here. And the other reason I want to play this way with him, and he's setting up a kill, he's getting in a position where he's like, oh, if Wingspan comes around this corner, I'll get an acro on him. Because I want him to get really pissed. I'm going to taunt him. I want him to feel like, oh, I get it. Wingspan is not going to let me just kill him. Like, Wingspan is not just going to walk into my traps. If I want to take his life, I'm going to have to do it the dirty way. I'm going to have to come in down and dirty. And here, I'm going to move up these stairs, so he's got to come here. I'm going to stay away from the edge so he can't get a ledge grab on me. I'm going to wait for him to come chase me over here. I'm going to force him to deplete his approach. I'm going to move away from the little thing that would give him an acro on me, because I was right next to this little box where, like, if he wanted to get me, he'd have to climb up on the box and get an acro. I'm like, I'm going to walk just far enough away from the box that he couldn't get an acro on me. So eventually, after all these 4 minutes of gameplay, he kills me for 75 points, and I get 100 points on my stun. Was it worth it? I think it was worth it, because once again, I'm not afraid of any of these other players. I'm only afraid of him, and therefore I am now ahead of him by 33%. So he got the 75 points, I got 100 points, I got 33% more points off that engagement than he did, and now I got 300 points off my poison dart. I see him there hanging around, literally. And I'm actually going to chase him because he's not my pursuer, he's not my target, and I figure, well, if he's neither of these things, he could be near my target, and instead, he stuns my target right near the edge for me, setting up a grab kill for 750 points, so rocketing me ahead, 1900 points, first place. And this is another important thing. When you see neutral players, especially good players, you want to hang around them for two reasons. One is if they become your target or pursuer, you want to immediately be able to interact with them. And the other reason is because they might be interacting with your targets or pursuers. Now here, check this out. I outsmart my target immediately coming in here for a 900 point kill. Then what? Then someone else, I'm sorry, I outsmart my pursuer. Then my target outsmarts me. Then my target kills my other pursuer. And then I get a new pursuer who comes and gets me while I'm stunned. This is something that only happens in Assassin's Creed multiplayer. This will not happen in Call of Duty. This will not happen in other fucking games like, I don't know, Halo or chess. This definitely won't happen in chess. Like, you've never seen interaction this interesting in chess. So that interaction where, you know, I beat someone, then someone beat me, then someone beat the person who hoped they were going to beat me while I was getting beat, and then someone beat me again, that's just fucking awesome. I remember the old Penny Arcade comic that was talking about, like, the Assassin's Creed dog pile, where you just see this, like, huge pile of death. And that's something that kind of happens in Assassin's Creed. It's the whole cat and mouse aspect of it. And you see here, Aaron Please is now at the bottom of the scoreboard. It's not because he's bad. It's because for 4 minutes of this match, I denied him the possibility of getting points. And in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, he could have gotten out of this. In Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, you could purposely kill an NPC to lose your contract and be issued a new contract on someone else. Here, I don't know what Aaron was doing, and I kind of failed. I was trying to delatch, but I was pressing the wrong buttons, getting the wrong lock. He comes to knife me, but he comes at an awkward angle that allows me to get a stun on him because his character doesn't have complete footing on the woodpile. And once again, those wood piles are a fairly good area to be anyway because people can't stun you from below them. I should have gotten the half focus there. I got a little greedy. I don't think I got it. Nope, didn't get it. It's good, and no one could get a grab kill on you. They can't get an acro kill or a grab kill on you, so being on those wood piles is relatively safe. I have no clue who my pursuer is. I'm like, I know it's someone in a disguise near me. Is it this guy? Is it this guy? I don't know. And I'm just looking around. I have no clue. I have lots of tools available at my disposal, but Aaron comes in and gets the 900 point kill, bringing him up to 1650, but I'm still 1,300 points ahead of him. So basically at this point, it's like Mike, Aiko, these other guys, they might win, but I really don't think they're going to outscore me in the next 3 minutes. I see Tone Cleric here. Seems to be relatively unaware of my presence. I see a blend group giving me an opportunity to possibly get a hidden kill. I move into it just low enough to get the hidden 350 points, immediately dropping my time phase so I can get the stun on Mike Ito. I see Aaron Please trying to hobble in and kill me. I see his character readying the kill animation with his hidden blade out, but I immediately run away because I still have the time phase. And once again, I plan here to point starve him a little bit. I somehow don't get the contested kill even though I'm spamming the hell of it. I could have dragged him back down to 75 points, which would have been great. But still a very successful encounter, outdoing essentially 3 players at once, using the time phase and using the timing, that big confluence of fuck all, of everyone coming into a hurricane of hurt into one area at once. Just very fortuitous. Mike Lito there, moving directly towards me, and I could wait for the 350 points, but I'm a little worried that he knows exactly who I am, so I just decided to go for it. I hear the whispers and immediately rocket this way. And that's another thing, when you hear whispers, in my opinion, one of the first things you have to do is you need to get somewhere where no one can surprise you. In this area right here, no one can acro me from here. No one can come up in a blend group without me seeing them from here. So basically, it's a very safe position. It allows me to be able to immediately identify who my pursuer is. And I see it's Aaron. And by now, he's got to be sick of my shit. Like, if this were like some kind of meme, he would just have like a I'm sick of your shit wingspan thing going on. I run away from him like an insane monkey. Like just a monkey craving the last banana on Earth. And Tone Cleric gets a kill on me, and some people are like, oh, Wingspan, you should be more careful. You were running away from Aaron so blindly that you got killed. But the reality is I was totally willing because I don't want Aaron to be able to catch up to me. So I was willing to throw my life away and allow someone else to get the kill. And here, by the way, I set up the poison. I was hoping Aaron would run straight at me so I could run up this ledge and get an acro kill on him. You see now the poison dart ledge grab trick. You can do the same trick if you poison someone, stand near a ledge, and when they come at you, you run up the ledge and they get an acro kill on them for 675 points. That'd be 450 plus the acro 1.5 bonus multiplier. Here, I decided to move towards this crowd in the hope of using time phase to protect me from my pursuer. Now, I forgot, however, that my time phase is crafted for duration. I really had 10 whole seconds. I really should have waited a lot longer before moving in there on Toned Cleric, because it looked like she was just going to come right at me and give me a very easy stun. But I got impatient. I got nervous. I was just, I just felt like I was asking out a girl in 7th grade, which, by the way, you should never do. You should never ask out a girl in 7th grade, because you know what? There's no girls in 7th grade that are worth dating. You're not going to end up with them. They're not like experienced lovers or anything like that. So really what's going to happen is you guys are going to go out on like 5 or 6 awkward dates. Your mom is going to drive you to the movie theater or something, and then what? You're gonna make out for 5 minutes or whatever. It's just not worth it. And by the way, I'm talking about when you're a 7th grader. Obviously, if you're a grown adult, you should not be dating 7th graders. That's fucking disgusting. What's wrong with you? And that's it. And that's the match. That is the match. So again, like, I wanted to just show this gameplay. Again, Aaron plays, great player. We played a lot of great matches. And I might actually upload some of our other matches, but they were very similar to the recent matches I've uploaded. I want to have something different. I wanted to showcase extremely defensive behavior, but also playing deathmatch in a very aware way, looking for your pursuers, moving into areas where they can't surprise you, identifying them, and then using neutral players as kind of a wall between you and danger, to set up really good kills. So everyone on WiNGSPANTT from TopTierTactics.com, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll like it. I hope you'll share it. I hope you'll send it to your mom. And I hope you'll come back next time. Until then, cheers.